So can you actually believe this? Look, this is a classic example, like what these ministers are doing in Parliament, right? So this book, right? This is the House of Commons Joint Committee on Parliamentary Privileges 2013 to 14, right? They've put here, right? They're trying to make out that they're thinking about coming up with some law to disapply Article 9 of the Bill of Rights should they want evidence to be used in courts, right? Well, by that, it means that they can't even, courts aren't supposed to be hearing evidence of petition cases in courts aren't even supposed to be hearing, courts aren't even supposed to be hearing evidence and matters of petition cases in the courts, let alone matters of Parliament in the courts, right? Like Extinction Rebellion. Often courts will say, oh, we'll stop talking about your Extinction Rebellion cause, right? Well, it's not a matter of stop talking about it. They're not allowed to talk about it. And in fact, I found some evidence to support that in this exact book here, which says that up till 1980, they used to have to apply for a petition of leave of court to mention parliamentary matters, but no courts ever really adhered to it or stood by the policy, right? Now, here, see that box there? Can you see that there's like a box there, a long rectangle, right? Above it, it says that Article 9 of the Bill of Rights, 1688 or 9, it's actually 1688 or 9, in a box, it's trying to say that, this is the wording, right, that the freedom of speech and debates and proceedings in Parliament ought not to be impeached and questioned in any court out of Parliament. It's presenting it like that is what their bill says. It's presenting it like, oh, this is what the Bill of Rights wording is. It's not. That is the principle of it. That is the principle of that law, which is usually used in shorthand or which emerges in like Erskine May or in another book if they want to say, well, what does that bill mean? Well, it's been said many a time that the principle is that freedom of speech in Parliament and proceedings in Parliament not ought to be questioned in any place out of court, right? But that's not what the bill says. That's not what the Bill of Rights says. That's not what it says in the Bill of Rights. But they've put it here, Article 9. Look, Article 9 of the Bill of Rights, 1689, that freedom, like, what, Tosh? Now, watch this. Hold on, right? Because I'm holding the book with this hand, right? Hold on a second. Now, here, right? Right. Oh. Illegal prosecutions, right? There we have it. Illegal prosecutions. Right. Illegal prosecutions, right? It says, right? Prosecution in the Court of King's Bench for matters and causes cognizable only in Parliament and by diverse and other arbitrary illegal courses, right? That's what it says, right? That's what it actually says. Illegal prosecutions in the Court of King's Bench for matters and causes cognizable only in Parliament and by diverse and other arbitrary illegal courses. Well, they're trying to make up another arbitrary and diverse illegal course now by allowing the courts to hear it, right? And causes, that includes petition causes which can't be heard in Parliament, but yet they are being done by cases with Extinction Rebellion and Just Stop Oil, and they're supposed to have leave of Parliament to mention it up till 1980, right? No wonder the judges are saying, oh, you don't talk about that. Well, you're not allowed to. What am I doing in this court, right? Look at that. They're trying to pass off, look at this. They're trying to, in this box, they're trying to pass off that is not what the law says. It's not what it says. That's what like Erskine May says, but that's his summary of it. But they're trying to make out here, look, a title, look, here's Article 9 of the 1688 Bill of Rights, right? No, it's not. That's not Article 9 of the 1688 Bill of Rights. That's it there, right? Prosecutions in the Court of King's Bench for matters and causes cognizable only in Parliament and by diverse and arbitrary illegal courses, right? So, you know, they're lying here. And this is like classic misrepresentation. This is what propaganda is, right? This is propaganda in a government book on privileges. So, you know, this is what they do.